Look, NBA YoungBoy received a presidential pardon. A presidential pardon. Look, he just got out of jail, fam. I didn't know he still had cases pending. I'm assuming this is for the scripts. Drop it in the comments, fam. How is he out? You know what I mean? Point blank period. Welcome home, YB. But some shit has to be explained. Inquiring minds want to know, how is he even out of jail, fam, to receive a presidential pardon from Donald Trump himself? You know what I mean? It's something just ain't adding up. You know, something just ain't adding up. And he's going on a world tour. Look, shout out YB. I'm glad he home. I'm glad he home. I was one of the people that actually supported him through the whole script shit. So you got to know, this is hitting me very weird. Yeah, he received the presidential pardon. Leave it to Trump. He gonna let they say he let Claude and Ray out. You know what I mean? He letting everybody out. You know, pardoning everybody. But look, drop it in the comments, man. The whole shit just weird to me. Point blank period. Scars from the play. Larry Hoover received the presidential pardon. Yeah, look, this is getting crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is getting crazy. Despite receiving the presidential pardon, that was only for the federal crimes. Now he's still doing 200 years. At 74 years old, some may think Larry Hoover is a prisoner of war, they say. Look, bro, look, man. Um, Yeah, he may have denounced the gangs and everything, but he's Hoover. Yeah, that. Unfortunately, bro, you can't change it all. Person don't know what Donald Trump is doing. Maybe the state facilities would be a little better than the federal. I don't know. People I know actually enjoy federal more than state. Drop it in the comments, man. Does it even change a team? Does it look? Shout out Larry Hoover. I don't know him. Yeah, point blank period. I don't know him. I'ma just be honest, bro. Drop it in the comments. I don't know Hoover, but he received the presidential pardon, but still gonna have to do 200 years. Y'all drop it in the comments, man. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. I don't even know him. I don't. You know, I knew Tukey Williams. I've heard of Larry Hoover, but never personally seen that man or heard him talking. Yeah. Drop it in the comments. Look, Smokey Robinson files a $500 million counter lawsuit. This is against the housemaids that say they was being taken advantage of sexually. Look, everything you could name. They said everything under the book, under the sun. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. They was suing him for $50 million. From 2006 to 2024, he was having his way with him. Allegedly, now he's countersuing for $500 million. Look, they said false imprisonment, sexual assault. The wife knew what was going on. Look, I like old Smokey. I like him. But that $500 million lawsuit, it doesn't sit right with me. Why? This is him showing that he has more money. Like they don't have enough money to fight this thing. Look, you don't know how this thing is going to play out. For the people, for the Smokey fans, get out your feelings and out of your tickle and more into your motherfucking head. You know what I mean? Real shit, you gotta just look at this thing from every angle. Every angle. Why Smokey? That's all I'm asking. You know what I mean? Drop it in the comments. XXXtentacion broke the all-time streaming record. 12 billion streams, the only rap album to ever do this. He dropped it when he was 20 in 2018, just 3 months before his untimely demise. Look, it's that question mark album with that sad on it. Look, drop it in the comments, man. Even AD XXXtentacion is breaking records, fam. If you haven't heard the album, go check out the album. If you have heard the album, what was your favorite song? I would have to say Jocelyn Flores was my favorite, and it wasn't even that long, but sometimes short and sweet it's all you need. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Wherever the XXXtentacion fans are at, I need y'all in the comments, fam. I need y'all in the comments because this one matters. Drop it in the comments. Scars from the playground. Look, DJ Akademiks throwing shots at Absol. Look, Absol said originally he was going to slap the shit out of him. Well, DJ Akademiks just found out about his illness, so to say. He's legally blind. He said, oh man, this nigga talking about slapping me, which we ain't seen him slap nothing yet. That's Akademiks' words. That's not mine, but I definitely agree with it. He say he's legally blind. He can't see shit. I look like a stick figure to him. He say he ain't worried about him. Look, drop it in the comments. Absol is not the rap god. Bottom line, that's what I want his fans to know. He's not the rap god. He's never charted. Not even on a feature, bro. And he's been in $1 million studios for the last 10, 15 years. If you ain't did it in that time frame, you ain't got it. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. But about him being legally blind, the man could still see. The black little pastor could still see a little bit. You know what I mean? He just can't see from every angle, that peripheral, that one would need to really be talking that shit. You know what I mean? Drop it in the comments. I like Absol. I like him. I don't like DJ Akademiks. He's a groomer. He's a groomer. We don't fuck with no groomers. Drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the play. Look, Gene Deal banned from the Diddy trial. Allegedly, he got into an altercation outside the courthouse. Why? Because somebody was heckling him, calling him Uncle Phil and all this other type of shit. So he put the paws on him. Look, the Gene Deal that I seen limping and walking in that motherfucker ain't swinging nothing. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Now, I don't know if it actually happened, but I'm going to say everything Gene Deal did, it was either to get out of testifying or to make it look like he just, I don't know, bro. I don't know what Gene, all these people are just playing on your top. All these people are just playing on your top. Gene Deal was protecting the diddler, and most of them times he was dragging the women out of there. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Diddy gotta go. A lot of him gotta go too. Drop it in the comments, man. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real, fam. Look, the Clipse announces release date for Let God Sort 'Em Out. Look, it's 13 tracks. They first album in nearly 15 years, fam, as a group. Look, we gonna see him and No Malice. We gonna see what this talking about, fam. But a nigga already know No Malice character. And then you got old Pusha T. We'll see what it's talking about, fam. If it's lackluster, I'm gonna have to tell old Pusha T, that shit lackluster, fam. Pusha T like 54 some odd years old. Still, young nigga, push that door, man, push that door. Nigga, chill the fuck out. Even his Met Gala uniform, his Met Gala unit had snowflakes all over it. He wanted it to appear as coke. It looked like snowflakes. It looked like it was gay. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. If the CD sucks, I'm gonna have to let him know. Drop it in the comments, man. I'm not really a Pusha T Clipse type of fan. But when that grinding, do-do-do-do-do, grinding, yeah, oh yeah, that was my shit. But come on, man. Come on, stop it with the bullshit. Stop it with the bullshit. Drake had ended him a while ago. Comments, man. Scars from the playground. Look, Drake broke the RIAA record for having the most certified diamond songs, fam. His 10th track reached 10 million units sold, bro. This dude is winning. All Kendrick Lamar did was mentioning Drake, what made him bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, and it's even some sexy songs for you. In the middle of a beef, for him to put out a CD that's so legendary, bro, is incredible, fam. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Well, this is his 10th track to sell over 10 million humans, dog. Who are y'all congratulating now? Not all of the K-Bites like, oh, we knew Drake had all the accolades. We didn't think he couldn't sell. Like, man, quit that shit. Y'all said it was over for Drizzy. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Now they all backtracking. Stay there, fam. Yeah, stay there, my nigga. Drake gonna keep winning. It's just how life works, bro. Kendrick Lamar gotta make better shit. Add some type of passion, whether it's love, hate. Uh, can't be just crip walking, fam. Can't be just LA etiquette. You must do something else to show us you got it, fam. You got some type of emotion. It has to invoke some type of emotion other than the sea walking. The sea walking and the bee walking. You know what I mean? Niggas ain't just, unfortunately, we ain't trying to hear that shit every day. We motivated to do something, whether it's to take care of your family, be a better nigga to your woman, get some money. Yeah, come on, we motivated to do something. We not just trying to dance, man. And drop it in the comments, bro. Scars from the playground. Look, Bossman Dlow paid off that transgender. Yeah, he's paid him, her, whatever they like to refer to him as. Sorry, LGBTQPIRA community. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but Bossman Dlow, you're a lying motherfucker. And the truth ain't in you, fam. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real now. The messages, you sent the messages to that person. You wasn't trying, I mean, you paid them off. They said it's hush money. It was hundreds all over the floor. Bossman Dlow's money to try to get this taken care of behind the scenes. Once it's out there, fam. Sorry, but if that was the lie was way more interesting and real. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Bossman Dlow, Bossman, down low motherfucker. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Nigga even replied to, we can keep it in the streets. Who are you talking to, fam? Because if you're talking about some trans shit, that's a hate crime. If you're talking about that trans, that's a hate crime. That's gonna get your ass put under the jail. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Y'all drop it in the comments, fam. Look, Kendrick Lamar, not like us, is no longer on the top 100. People have gotten tired of it. Come on, bro. It's a tired ass song. They played it way too much, man. Way too much. Let's just be honest. Well, it survived and thrived for 53 weeks. Broke records for that. But unfortunately, the time is up. K-Bots, where are y'all? Where are y'all, K-Bots? In his time of need, where are y'all? Because only thing that's going to happen is Luther going to go down and every other song off of GNX. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Before you know it, they going to be playing Be Humble, Sit Down, and Don't Kill My Vibe. Man, that's regular programming, fam. Yeah, nobody wants to hear that shit anymore. No mots. Drop it in the comments. Let's see if y'all can get that back all the way to the top of the charts.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap, people tell me I'm a Clipse. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.